Ready, set, go. We are hitting the drag strip today on Delmarva Life, and you can learn about how women are leaving their mark on this male-dominated sport.
We can be respectful and we can be ladylike and show class and still get out there and run with the big boys.
As many of you know, life can throw you a curveball, but sometimes that curve is exactly what you need to show what you're made of.
I have to honestly say I do 1,000 times more from this chair than I ever did before I was in this chair.
See how these ladies are not only defying the odds, they're conquering them and showing others how to live bravely.
These men and women are the ones who take our temperatures. They check our blood pressure, and regardless whether we want them to or not, they take our weight. The nurses are there to help us when we're sick or ill, and they help us get back on our feet. Now is our time to say thanks. You're going to find out how coming up.
How many of you have been looking at your lawn asking yourself, will it ever be green again? That question may have you toying with the idea of trying sod. Today, we tell you when to choose sod and when to choose seed.
Coming up this weekend, local shops in Rehoboth and Dewey Beach will be doing like they've done for the past 32 years and taking their business outside for their annual spring sidewalk sale. Coming up, I'll give you a taste of this year's event.
Okay, if I've got to admit it, it is one of my favorite shows on TV, NCIS. Tonight is the season finale, and man, is it going to be a doozy. We've got a preview.
And Jimmy, I know you're sad about the finale, but you can drown your sorrows with this next dish. Today, we're in the kitchen making salmon cakes with mango chutney.
Oh.
Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from Historic Studio D. And I messed up this morning.
What'd you do?
I got up late, and I ran out the door
Okay.
without wishing my wife Carol happy birthday.
Oh my.
So if you need me in the next few days, I'll be staying in Lisa and Bob's garage.
We don't have a garage, we have a doghouse. And Carol, happy birthday. Well, Jimmy's in hot water, and it was a hot one today. In fact, Delaware Electric Cooperative issued a beat the peak until 6 p.m. and the heat rule kicked in Wycomico County. Just a reminder, if your kids didn't attend today because the school wasn't air conditioned, they've got to show up tomorrow morning with a note citing the heat as the reason.
Yeah. And Sherman the Shorebird got last night off because the field was too wet, so they played a doubleheader this morning to make it up. He was probably wishing that he could write a note for the heat.
Right? And if you live in Kent and Sussex counties, you may have noticed that they've started spraying for mosquitoes already.
Oh,
it's like
yes.
summer just hit us.
Yes.
Yeah, the trucks that go around,
Yeah.
you might see them in your neighborhood.
Now, if you have allergies, you might have noticed that they have been bad this spring. It is not your imagination. The pollen count has been high at a test site in Delaware. Take a look at this chart from yesterday. The numbers in red are in the high range, meaning most individuals with any sensitivity to these pollens and molds will experience symptoms. You can blame oak and grass pollen for your symptoms. Weeds are in the moderate range. The mold is low.
Pretty interesting. It's not your imagination. Well, almost 80 people from all over Delaware are headed north for a unique fundraiser. In the only repelling fundraiser of its kind in Delaware, participants will be going over the edge Thursday and rappelling down 17 stories in Wilmington, raising money for Special Olympics Delaware. Edgers, that's a name, have to collect a minimum of $1,100 to participate, and over the 4-year history, nearly $500,000 has been raised for going over the edge.
Going over the edge.
Yes.
Speaking of over the edge, something that's a little bit edgy for you. There is another shark that's being tracked by OCEARCH. It's off the Delmarva coast. Look closely at this map here. There's an immature mako shark named Kate Els. It pinged about 11:30 Sunday night. Now, while this shark is not nearly as big as the 4,000-pound great white Mary Lee, Kate Els does have a famous namesake. Now, according to OCEARCH, she was caught and named last July by Wendy Benchley, who is the wife of Peter Benchley, the now deceased author of Jaws.
Oh, a Jaws connection.
I just think that's cool.
All right. Well, maybe you just want to stay out of the water and in the boat. Well, National Safe Boating Week kicks off Saturday at the West Ocean City Boat Ramp at the foot of the Commercial Channel. Members of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, and Maryland Natural Resources Police are reminding the recreation boating community to always boat responsibly and always wear your life jacket.
And you know that we are always telling you to watch out, going from boating to biking. We're always telling you to watch out for bicycles on the road. Here's just another good reason why. More than 300 law enforcement officers rolled through Denton Monday as a part of the Police Unity Tour bicycle ride for National Police Week. The Police Unity Tour is a national event raising awareness of law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty and raising funds for the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial and Museum. They arrived this morning at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C.
And maybe you prefer to go running on 2 feet like I do and help people out at the same time. Well, the inaugural Third Wave Brewing Company is having a 5K run Saturday, May 30th, starting and ending at the brewery in Delmar. Proceeds benefit Coastal Hospice and Palliative Care and the Delmar High School volleyball team. Registration is $20, and the Thursday prior to and on race day, the cost will be $25.
See, you like running. Most of my running is straight to the kitchen. However, it is strawberry season. That means I'll be running to the Strawberry Festival in Marion Station. The Somerset County town was once considered the strawberry capital of the world because many farmers were able to use the railroads to ship their strawberries across the country. The Strawberry Festival pays homage to the heritage. It is this Friday from 5 to 9 and Saturday from 9 to 4. If you'd like more information, just go to our website, WWOC.com.
If there were a sport for running to food, you'd be champion.
I would be there.
Speaking of sports, congratulations to the Salisbury University Seagulls. The baseball team has earned the 4th seed in the 18 Mid-Atlantic region of the 2015 NCAA baseball tournament. They play 5th seed Mitchell College. The first time ever the two teams will meet tomorrow morning in York, PA.
How about that? Now, see, sports is a vital part of growing up. And congratulations to high school gym teacher Kevin Baum, because he has been named the Talbot County Teacher of the Year. He has been teaching in Talbot County since he moved from Central Pennsylvania in 1997. And here's why I like him. While going to school, Kevin spent his summers coaching t-ball and enjoyed working with kids that age. You know why? He says, maybe it's just my maturity level. I like him.
You like him. Hey, you know, I love going to the zoo, and
Right.
you always go on those field trips
Yes.
to the zoo when you're in school. How would you like to spend a night at the zoo? Well, here's your chance to bunk with the beasts. Friday afternoon to Saturday morning, the Salisbury Zoo will be hosting its Bunk with the Beasts event that allows local families to have nocturnal animal encounters while learning conservative environmental practices. While you're sleeping with the animals. Bring your own tent, but the zoo will have some tents available for rent for $25 on a first come first served basis. There's a cookout and continental breakfast, and if you'd like more information, you can contact Wicomico County Tourism at that number, 800-332-TOUR.
You have heard the phrase backing into something.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. This is Roxy. Roxy can and will come upstairs, but apparently
She has to go backwards?
it's on Roxy's own terms.
Aww.
It's to go backwards, is her terms. Now, once she's upstairs, she's fine. Everything's great.
Uh-huh.
And she's great with going back downstairs as well when her human decides to, well, okay. But for some reason, when it comes to going back up the stairs, she has a different part of her that would like to arrive first.
I feel like there should be a beep, beep, beep backing up noise. Well, oftentimes we pet owners exercise a great deal of patience, along with parents, caregivers, and nurses. A little later on, we hear more about the role that nurses play in the healing process, plus how one local company is honoring their nurses in a special way.
We also hear the story of one special woman who will not let her wheelchair keep her down, how she has fought battles of her own, and now she's helping others to fight theirs.
And we hear from another special woman from right here on Delmarva who is surpassing her wildest dreams in the male-dominated sport of drag racing. How this family business has shaped her into the woman she is today.
Hot one today. Temperatures have been on the rise, and that means you're probably thinking about getting your lawn into tip-top shape. We're going to hear from Angie Hicks on the pros and cons of laying sod versus planting seed. You're going to find out which one is better for you.
Plus a recipe just for you seafood lovers. We're in the Delmarva Life kitchen making salmon cakes with a side of mango chutney. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.